This is the VSM Real Estate Podcast. All things real estate, all the time. Welcome to the maiden voyage of the VSM Real Estate Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Kurkowski, the acquisitions manager here at VSM, which basically means all new business comes through me. So if you haven't done business with us before, you'll be talking to me soon. I'm joined today with Goran Vazovic, our CEO and founder.
Hello, everyone.
And our other founder and broker, Ryan Schroeder.
Hello.
Before we get into too much detail about where we're going to be taking these podcasts in the future, why don't you guys tell us a little bit more about yourselves, how you met, how you started VSM?
Since I'm nervous, I'm going to let Ryan go first.
Goran and I were introduced through a mutual friend based on our mutual interest in real estate, and we've been best friends and business partners for about 8 years now. And prior to starting VSM with Goran, I had been doing hotel brokering for a boutique hotel brokerage company called Tim & Associates. Did that for 4 years, and also before that I did some business brokering with Sunbelt. And Goran, you want to tell them a little bit about your past?
Bought my first property just over a decade ago. Got a horrible deal at it. I still have it, but it was a great learning experience nonetheless. I work in corporate America, worked for Best Buy, worked for Thomson Reuters, doing a lot of in-person sales, did phone sales, did retail sales. So pretty much sales is my big background. I love real estate, and it's always something that I always wanted to do. And everything in my life was geared towards doing it full time. So when I hooked up with Ryan, he gave us kind of the opportunity to go bigger, faster at both of our passions. So when we hooked up, we started officially doing real estate full time back in 2010.
So back then, though, you were primarily a property management company. How did that come to be, and kind of what turned you into what you are now?
Sure. Well, Goran and I both had a shared interest in investing in real estate, and we looked at property management as the means to an end. So in 2010, most real estate owners were upside down based on either buying it for too much or doing cash out refinances. We called them landlords by default. So these people couldn't sell their house, and we just decided, hey, we'll offer the service to both lease their properties out and manage them on an ongoing basis. And we grew by referrals, doing good work for people, and the property management thing really took off based on market conditions.
Got it. And now, we do brokerage, we do investment real estate, we do a bunch of things that aren't even really out there in the world that we can get into in future podcasts. But how did that transition start to happen?
Well, certainly, once you have a real estate license to do property management, the ability to do real estate brokerage transactions seemed like a natural fit. Also, it was something that our clients were asking us for, so that's how we got into that side of things. And then shortly thereafter, our passion for real estate investing really became the focus. So both working for investors and as investors. So nowadays we consider ourselves a real estate investment company that also does brokerage and property management.
Right. That's basically exactly who we are today. The three main pillars: the investment side, the brokerage, and the 24/7 management side. It's something that we are proud of, something that we display on our front page, and something that makes us very unique from our competitors or would-be competitors. We currently have about, $125 million under managed real estate. 17.5% of that real estate portfolio is actually owned in-house by us. So we do and we practice what we preach, which not many people do within our industry. So our goals are constantly in line with our homeowners, investors, and tenants who also turn into homeowners and future investors.
Yeah, that's awesome, and what I think is pretty unique about the company is not only do you yourselves invest and continue to educate yourselves, but you really make the effort to take everyone on your staff and educate them as well. And then I think they take that one step further and bring it over to the different clients who are potentially interested in buying an investment property of their own. And because the agents are educated, they can then transfer that over to the potential investment buyers as well.
Exactly, and how long have you been here with us, Daniel?
8-9 months, something like that.
And how many properties did you have before you came on board?
0.
And how many do you have right now, just in dollars?
I'm looking to close on another one next month, and that'll put it at about $750,000.
Okay, so within 12 months, without having any real estate background or knowledge, you were able to successfully come into our organization and follow what we basically did, avoid majority of the pitfalls in order to get into that much real estate that quickly. And I think that speaks volume for what we do, who we are as a company, and what we can do.
Yeah, Real Estate Smarter is not just the tagline on our website, it's the mantra by which we live. We can take anybody who has an interest and a passion for real estate and teach them what they need to know, help them avoid a lot of the pitfalls and the things that we had to learn when we were coming up in this business. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, my first property 10 years ago was a total dud, and it was a mistake then, but now that, in hindsight, I just basically chose to kind of go forward with it, and we still have that property, and we
paid for your education,
we
basically.
paid basically, but it was a free,
it happens.
Yeah, it was small price to pay considering what formal education costs right now.
Right, absolutely. So we kind of know where we're at right now with what we're doing at the company. We kind of went over that. Where are you planning on taking in the future? Where do you see that happening, 5-10 years from now?
VSM Real Estate wants to be known as the premier real estate investment company in the Twin Cities. So anybody who's looking at buying investment real estate and needs someone to be effectively their concierge throughout the transaction, from finding them, analyzing them, acquiring them, rehabbing, leasing, managing, all the way through the eventual disposition. We want to be the one-stop shop for all of that. And so we've got some other strategic objectives that we'll go into in future podcasts, such as using crowdfunding legislation to target large $20+ million portfolios and properties, as well as talking a little bit more about getting into the investment side of things for new clients.
Yeah, we're trying to basically ramp up what we're doing to a bigger level, and I think that has to do with, a lot of that has to do with talent. We lucked out by acquiring somebody like you, and if anyone has an interest in real estate, does not matter what your experience level is, and if you want to meet with us, see if there's an opportunity there, we would love to talk to you, because talent and our people within our organization, the customers that we have, is the sole reason why we're here, and it's going to be the main reason why we continue to grow exponentially year over year.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely feel a commitment to your search for educating me as a newer investor coming on and becoming a part of the team. So I've already looked to start paying that forward and try to bring people on, and everyone that has had the opportunity has been really thankful for it. So looking forward now with these podcasts that we're going to continue to do, we're going to cover a bunch of different topics.
Everything. I think everything is going to be up to our people within our organization and our audience. If you have questions that you want to email us, call us through social media requests, we'll be more than happy to put on a podcast for a particular topic somebody wants to learn. Our main focus is going to be bringing in people who are experts in their field, in their industry, who are local, from all facets, from attorneys to CPAs to accredited investors, people with large net worth, CEOs, pretty much anybody and everybody. We already have probably about 12 people signed up that are going to be on our podcast throughout this year. So super excited. I think everyone that's listening right now, definitely bookmark our podcast or look for our updates on the website for when the new podcasts come out. Typically, it's probably going to take about a week to 2 weeks before we turn around a new one. But the better we get, the more efficient we're going to get, and we're going to try to get one out every Friday. So before we go into a weekend, to pump everybody up, including ourselves. And the next big deal is going to be live broadcasts via YouTube. So that's going to be in 2017. But for right now, podcasts are going to be our main medium for engaging the public.
Yeah, and right now we're focusing on this first one, giving a little bit more background information about who we are, what we do, to give us a little bit more credibility for in the future. We do start speaking a little bit more about the specific education that we're looking to put across for people.
I'd like to just add to that our podcast target audience is going to be people here in the Twin Cities who have an interest in investing in real estate, who want to learn from people who've done it. We're going to talk about all the things that we've done, the things that we wish we would have done differently and how we could do them better. Let you learn from our experience, partner with us, and everybody benefits.
Yeah, I think local clients are great. We do have clients who are outside of our state, and even clients who are outside of United States. So I think jumping on phone calls with them, kind of super hands-off investors, it's going to be valuable for us to learn how they view our company, and then for others who are interested in investing in the Minnesota market, which is booming right now, give them more of an insight of what we can do for them, especially when they're not within our state.
Yeah, the Minnesota market is a really unique one right now when you compare it to different parts of the country. So it's...
I think the lower town, St. Paul, is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity within the next decade. So just within our close community here, lower town, where we are in St. Paul, sky's the limit essentially into billions, not to mention the greater Twin Cities, the metropolitan areas throughout. So it's just a great time, great opportunity to be in real estate.
Absolutely. Well, with that, I think we'll sign it off for the first one here. Have a great week, everybody.